back to our scheduled program. Is there any white supremacists out there? Conservative people, black, white, brown, Asian, doesn't matter who you are. If you're conservative, you're a white supremacist. Any white supremacists out there?
So nice not hearing the creep out here talking about, I saved 20 cents at Costco.
Jesus, how many times we got to hear you hearing about it?
Now, Chris, you behave yourself.
How many times do we have to hear you talking about it? I mean, I haven't even heard anybody else out here besides you talking about it.
Well, why isn't anybody else out here, for Christ's sake?
Probably because you keep fucking repeating yourself over and over, and they took number 2 lead pencils and fucking skewered their eardrums out of their head.
There you go. Well, good morning, and hopefully everything's well.
Listen, Jimmy, are you going to vote for Trump?
Are you?
Everybody just go wild, wild west.
Are you going to vote for Trump?
Yes.
All right, well then, all's forgiven.
Okay, darling, you behave yourself. Try to get something done today. You've been kind of, I hate to say it, lazy.
Do you want to compare balance sheets and see who's been lazy?
There you go.
Checking.
How about Dave's teeth? What are we going to do?
I think what you should do is go pick him up and take him across the border in your Tesla to teeth and get his teeth repaired.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Actually, the border, you get stuff done pretty cheap over there.
I don't think there's a border anymore. I think that's something to the history.
No, that's true. We have a vice president that's taking care of the border.
So, let me ask you a question, Jimmy. In all your years of sniffing cocaine and selling cocaine, did you ever pick up a hooker off the side of the road while you were high on cocaine?
Well, and you know that I've never done cocaine.
You told me you did.
You might have been lying.
You told me you did cocaine by the spoonfuls.
Yeah, that was because Jeff was next to me and he forced me. Jeff Briggle, he's something else. What did he do with all that money he made?
Cocaine up his nose.
How about his ring? Where is it?
I sold my Super Bowl ring. Heard Jeff lately.
Yeah, because you kicked him off.
Hey, he just got a 24-hour timeout like you did.
I did. I didn't get one. I didn't get the memo. Next time I want a memo in triplicate.
I was talking about Jimmy. I thought, oh, by the way, little girl, Jimmy's coming by to pick you up to take you over to DJ to get your mouth fucking scrubbed.
Ooh, a rub and a scrub for under $1. That's mighty white of you. Thank you, Jimmy.
Pringle never got kicked off. He just got a 24 timeout off the MFW jamming remote. He never even got a time off the repeater. He could have signed into the Wires X and continued talking. So technically, he never got kicked off or anything.
Well, who made up this MFW thing where the man has been dead a long time now? Who decides who gets on and off that thing?
No, I haven't seen any proof that MFW is dead.
Oh, at his funeral.
I didn't. Unfortunately, I was out of town. If this so-called funeral really happened, I was in Atlanta or Georgia. I mean, they say the moon landing happened too. Am I supposed to believe it?
Fake news.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's, we got the Hubble that's been up there since 90-something. And then the motherfuckers couldn't put it up right because they fucked the mirror up. Look, all our tax dollars. What, they get the janitor to line that fucking mirror? Anyway, then they go up and fix it. Well, then you go, okay, now what are you going to do with that beast? And now they got the super duper deluxe, whatever it's called now. And I go, well, why don't you point that thing at the fucking moon? It's supposed to be able to see a gnat's ass on Jupiter. I want to see the shit that they left there if we really went there. How about it, kids?
You listen up, little girl. I'd rather my tax dollars be floating around in fucking space with American flag strapped to the side of it than fucking some piece of shit fucking illegal alien invading my country. Okay?
Yeah, well, you said that you're a first-generation American. Well, yours came over here too, just like mine did. You and I our family hasn't been in this country very long. They came here for jobs and non-oppression. So I don't know why you're all butthurt. Anyway, good morning, Davey.
Morning. Yeah, that whole space travel, isn't the world flat? I don't believe it. There's a waterfall thing. That's why I don't paddle too far out.
Yeah, you go off the edge of the world is flat.
I really used to think that we didn't land on the moon. I mean, I'm still not completely convinced, but we might have. I think someone would have squealed by now if we didn't.
He did. He actually did. He told the truth a few times. Same with all those astronauts they killed in that fire before the moon landing, supposedly. So, we've been to the moon. We just didn't land to the moon when they said we did. And that's a fact. First of all, the reason Russians pulled the plug was because they were killing the fucking monkeys just trying to get through the radiation belt at that time. And the radiation was as strong as recorded in history, is as strong as it's ever been. So, dude, and, the sound stages that are out there in the Nevada desert, so-called Area 51, I know what a soundstage looks like, dude. So do you. Go Google fucking Earth it, bruh. Tell me. Shit. See, that's the problem. You still, you still have that. You haven't shaken the baby boomer conditioning fully yet. But you're on your way, Warner. I'm proud of you. Bill, there's no hope for that fucking guy.
Yeah, but he works on tube amplifiers, so he's okay with me. So, what about the lizards? Are those guys the lizards? Is that the ones that they got over there, the corpses of and stuff, or are they controlling us now?
I don't know, dude. There might be lizard people, but have you seen the fucking Chinese? Okay, you tell me they're not aliens? Look at them. They have to have surgery on their eyes to make them round again. Okay? So, dude, anything's possible.
Oh, shit. They were talking about that. They were doing that 30 years ago. They started doing that little weird trend thing. They don't do that shit anymore. But he came out with that. He's like, new news from 30 years ago. They got, a couple of people got this weird surgery to make themselves look more Anglo. Yeah. Oh, dear. I heard that. I was chuckling.
Saying, dude. Doesn't matter when it was. 30 yesterday, 30 years ago, whatever. There's some fucking aliens here, all right. Illegal ones.
Okay. Well, I hate to break the bad news to you, Christopher. I know you're all giddy that we're going back to the moon this year, but NASA pulled the plug. You know, what really irritates me, that was 1960-friggin-9. I remember watching it on the black and white TV. I don't know. I was 9 years old. I was just a baby kitty. Baby kitty. A kid. Well, here it is, 2024, and we can't land on that fucking rock when we want to. It should be easy peasy lemon squeezy.
The thing of it is, dude, they didn't create Space Force for no reason, okay? Don't be so fucking ignorant, you guys. Oh, let's just make a new branch of the military and let's call it Space Force. Because there's no reason for it. Dude, I'm telling you, there's some shit going down on the moon, and it's a war between the U.S. and China. And there's already reports that they're putting up that power plant on the moon. And the moon is like a very, very valuable real estate for the war that's now occupying space, lower orbits.
Yeah, it's on the dark side of the moon. Didn't you know, Dave?
I don't think so, dude, but could be. I don't know. But it's there. They're not talking about it, but you can go check it out for yourself, Warner, instead of mocking and making fun of me. Go find out for yourself, dude. It's pretty interesting shit. They're not talking about it.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying that's where they'd hide it, you know, on the dark side. We can't see that side.
Yeah, I got that album. It's very dark there.
It's the other side. We can't see it from here, so that's where I'd hide it.
Oh, I got Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. I've got that album when I was a kid. It's very dark there. Dark and cold. But listen, if that's true, Christopher Robin, why don't we get the super telescope and point it over there and have a look-see? We can see what they're having for nummy-nums.
I think they put up some kind of mirrors or something, but I don't know. You should. You should research it, man. More people should research it. But they're too busy arguing with fucking each other over Orange Man bad, okay? And all these other fucking distractions. Oh, you're a racist. Oh, let's just take down the borders. You know, let's do this. Trapping everybody right where they want them so they don't pay attention to the other shit that's going on. Okay? So don't act like such a fucking brand new, fucking naive, manipulated newbie and fucking get your head out of your ass and find out what's really going on.
Camouflage with mirrors. That's brilliant.
Done with mirrors. There is no moon. Remember that episode on the original Star Trek, where that one guy, or whatever, he climbed so high that he touched the sky?
I missed that one.
I don't know. But we're supposed to go to the moon this year, right? But they canceled it. You know, I mean, we got two billionaires. We got Musk. We got Branson, whatever his name is. And then we got Baldylocks, who runs Amazon, who's got a trophy wife, many of them. And they can't get us up there because NASA is waiting for a kickback.
Yeah, you know it's Star Trek I like that people don't really talk about? It's the one where they went in a spacecraft and they like got into space and got bounced back or something. There were 3 of them, and then there were 2 of them, and slowly they were disappearing, and then the spacecraft in the end disappeared too because they weren't supposed to do it.
Oh, what? They were going forward in time?
Oh, you didn't see that one? No. They came, and there were 2 of them talking, and he goes, one said to the other, "Don't you remember? There were 3 of us, not 2 of us." And he goes, "What are you talking about?" And they were some force was erasing their past. And so, you know, and there were 2 of them, and the guy goes, "Man, I feel all weird." And he goes, "I got to call my parents." He called my parents. They never had a son, you know. And then all of a sudden he disappeared. and there's only one of them. It was kind of interesting.
I just think that, they just make movies and it's all make-believe shit and just, it's all conditioning, man. Like Terminator. Oh, yeah, the robots are going to take over. Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. And they go, no, dude. Skynet isn't going to exist. The robots are going to take over. Yeah, sure, dude. Yeah, the robots are taking over. 2024, you see the fucking robots rolling down the street in Hollywood delivering people's food. You see the robots in the fast food restaurants across the nation flipping burgers. I don't know, man. But, you can be as blinded as you want, man. It's on you.
They'll be taking over in about 10 minutes.
One of those damn things smashed right into my car when I was turning a corner trying to deliver food. Went jamming off the curb right in front of me as it made a right, the bastard. But I have to stop for him?
Well, that's that extra service charge.
Be on our streets, is what they said fucking a few years ago. I remember people out here saying, oh, yeah, sure, USA. Yeah, Chris thinks the robots are going to be delivering food and stuff and policing the streets. You must be living on the dark side of the moon. Guess what? Fucking robots are crashing into Warner's car delivering food.
Yeah, I didn't say you were living on the dark side of the moon. I said that's where the secret power plant is.
It could be. But I'm just saying, people come out here and, they say, oh, yeah, sure, comic book fucking shit. Yeah, Alex Jones, yeah, this, that, whatever. A couple years later, there's robots rolling down the street crashing into your car. I rest my case.
I doubt it. I doubt you arrest anything.
Really? So Warner's making it up? A fucking robot rolling down the sidewalks? I see robots rolling down the sidewalks in Hollywood all day long, Terry.
Yeah, they're far from taking over the world. They're far from living on the backside of the moon, or any, for that matter.
I hope that's not West Hollywood.
It doesn't work when I unkey and Terry, you're already talking, dude. A robot just crashed into Warner's car driving down the street delivering food. You're calling me crazy?
Yes.
All right, I'm out. You guys have a good day. KW6USA.
You know you're in trouble when Terry starts calling you crazy.
Every time I unkey, he's talking over me.
I know, man. I know. It's a Terry.
Yeah, I do like everyone else. I just quick key. Everybody on here does it, and sometimes you guys do it such that hours nobody can get in. And you're talking about me.
On a fucking handy-talkie, dude.
It doesn't matter. You're using a remote sometimes. I know this because you say so.
They say dark side of the moon. How about wrong side of the bed? Because that's where someone woke up this morning.
Seriously, I'm on a handy-talkie, dude. Handy-talkie.
Okay, so you usually aren't.
I am, actually, to tell you the truth.
I hear you say you're using a remote. This is what a remote should do. Do you recognize that one?
Of course I do. I use my remote rig, but most of the time there's no mobile in my car, and during the day, and most of the time, except for in the evenings, I'm on my handy-talkie, dude.
Okay, so what?
Oh, so what? So a robot was rolling down the street delivering food and hit Warner's car.
Well, they'll be taking over the world in about 10 minutes.
Really? I mean, you're not kidding. You don't think the robots aren't going to be taking over and replacing people's jobs and shit like that? You don't think they're going to be delivering food to people's houses, rolling down the street?
Rolling down the street, I kind of doubt it. But robots are taking over lots of jobs right now, like the car industry and others. But that's far from what you're talking about.
Let me tell you something, Terry, dude. And I understand you can't get around much and do anything as good as you used to have. There's robots that are rolling down the street delivering food, dude. Right now. Okay? This is real.
One hit my new car 6 months ago. I was driving along. I didn't see the little flag on it. It was going so fast down the sidewalk. I went to make my right turn. Okay, honey. I did not you, honey. That her, honey. And the thing flew off the curb right into my brand new car, bastard. I knocked it down the street.
That was Jimmy.
There's a video going around. I gotta find it and send it to Terry. Some homeless chick is riding on top of one of those things like a cowboy. I saw one of my sons come home one day, and he was like, one of the they were down there in Hollywood. They get together and they ride bikes and stuff, right, and everything. They got a big bike community, and they ride bikes from Santa Monica to LA to fucking Long Beach. I don't know. They ride their bikes all over. And one of the robots didn't know. It started to freak out and started like going around in circles and blocking traffic, and the cops were trying to get it, and it kept running away from the cops, and they watched it, they filmed it, dude. I've seen it for about an hour. They tried to get the robot out of the street.
Yeah, and that robot is going to take over the world. It can't even deliver lunch.
Dude, there's hundreds of them, Terry. There's hundreds of them all over the place, dude. I'm not fooling you, man.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. You're ignorant, dude. I gotta go. But ask your grandson or something, dude. I'm not fucking pulling your leg. Man, try to be a little more stubborn, dude.
He probably hasn't had his coffee. Speaking of which, I'll be back in a sec.
Am I bullshitting Terry right now?
No, of course not. AC688.
Terry, I always treat you with respect, dude, and tell you what's going down. There's hundreds of robots delivering things from Amazon, from Amazon Fresh, from Grubhub, from Uber, from the library, from all kinds of shit. There's hundreds of them in Hollywood, in Santa Monica, up in San Francisco. They're all over the place. There's fucking robots everywhere going up and down the sidewalk, even in the valley, dude. Look it up on your Apple Watch.
Yep. Well, it's nice to know you've made one convert. You've got a disciple.
The libs are controlling them.
They are, probably, too, yeah.
Oh, jeez. So what do these look? Do they look like R2-D2?
Yeah, they look like, I don't know, look it up on your phone, dude. You've seen them. You know, you can't be that fucking blind that you haven't seen the robots going up and down the streets, dude.
They look like ice coolers on wheels with flags.
So no, I don't know. I believe it. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Corral some rogue. Why didn't they just shoot the damn thing?
Ice coolers with flags, Davey. They got these little flags like you used to put on your bicycle in the sand dunes or whatever, and they go jamming down the street, down the sidewalk at like 20 miles an hour.
No shit, dude. They're hauling ass too, and those are the old ones, Warner. The ones that look like shopping carts that are enclosed. Those are the old ones. The new ones actually look more like robots.
More like robots? What do robots look like?
You know, Terry, I think you're going to asshole mode again. You know, they look like robots. They have like the headlights look like eyeballs, and they have like almost like a face complexion on the front of them, and they have a big lid on their head that opens up, and that's where the things are that the people are getting delivered to their house.
I mean, the more important ones are the girls.
Diatribe 2, 3.
Yep, passing up there too.
Look like people. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. Use your imagination. I'm out of here, dude. Yeah, there's no robots. I was just finding you. Everything I said, I made up. Have a good day.
I knew that.
I want one of the girl ones, you know, that replaced the hand puppet. I want one of them. And the one my wife is giving me a hard time on.
But they got him.
Oh shit, it's him again. They replace the hand puppet, then you, yeah. Then when my wife gives me the cold shoulder, you know, I can just like go and key up the robot girl.
And Terry actually believes I was funning him right there. He goes, I knew you were. Oh my gosh. Wow. This place is doomed.
The hand puppet, Davey, yeah. Yeah, okay, Christopher. Have a good morning there. Productive Friday already. Here we are, another Friday. The first one for the rest of your life. So, do these robots, Davey, since it hit your vehicle, does it have a number, like how am I driving, an 800 number, when those things fuck up and kill somebody's baby in a baby stroller when it hits it?
No, I actually just saw it out of the corner of my eye when I was turning because I had this fucking idiot in front of me. So I was concentrating on traffic. I wasn't looking at something down below my door, 2.5 feet high down. Could have been a little kid if he was short enough. I vaguely saw a flash of the flag, and the thing frickin' boom. I'm like, what the hell? I thought I hit a parking cone or something. Went flying down the street. I got out, and I'm like, check the car. Just a little nub. I said, fuck it.
The hit and run. Whoever owns that thing did a hit and run. Is what it did.
Or I did. Yeah. It said Coco on it, I think.
Oh, it came off the sidewalk. It doesn't have any sensors that work worth a shit. Now, what if that was some mama that had her brand new bouncing baby boy in a little pram, and that robot ran over that little brat and killed it? Is there any kind of number on it?
No. I should have picked the thing up and pried it open and eaten whatever food was in it.
Well, yeah, that's what the homeless are probably going to be doing. Maybe that's why that naked homeless chick was riding one. Ew. How would you like that? You know, that thing gets to your door and you go, what is that funky smell?
Somebody send Terry some video or pictures of these robots so he can,
When I was a kid, I always wanted a robot like the one on Lost in Space.
So it's you that plays the CB crap.
What are you talking about? I like being on CB. It's where I started.
I think that's where you should return to.
You are crabby this morning.
Well, I'm a 610.
There's a YouTube video, USA Today. It says LAPD stunned after food delivery robot rolls through a crime scene a year ago. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, I'll send you more than that. How about I send you one with it naked?
I bet that's true. I believe that.
And wearing a little shirt that says love has no limit. So I'll take it off and I'll send it to you naked. Him naked.
Hollywood's food delivery robots are under attack. Videos show vandals kicking them and even tipping them over. Good evening, this is the KTLA.
Now, what did they think when they rolled these things out? Literally. You know, these things, people were going to...
30, I'm Pedro Rivera.
And down Mary Beth McDade in for Sheriff Calvin on this Monday evening. Yes, those self-driving robots, well, they're supposed to deliver food and other items, but they've recently become targets for thieves and vandals.
KTLA 5's Rachel Menisoff joins us live in Hollywood with more on how these delivery disruptions are really impacting businesses who use them. Rachel.
Pedro and B, you've probably seen the robots scooting along the sidewalks here in Hollywood.
And that's something. Why don't they just go back to human beings and give people a fucking job? You know? They're people that are basically ditch diggers, and that's all they'll ever be. But at least give the jobs to a person. Your extra service fees are going, oh, we got to pay for the robot. Oh.
Well, they're the cartoonish-looking food delivery robots that attract a lot of selfies and intrigue, but they're also creating controversy.
For the environment. Isn't that bullshit? Well, you know who's saying that better for the environment? The companies that build the want to sell the damn things.
They're all over West Hollywood. So the robots are popping up in L.A. and other places like West Hollywood. They are constantly on the move making deliveries. The city says they're better for the environment, as Susie and Jeff said, but some residents say they are a hazard and need to be removed.
Guy says, oh, I think they're adorable. I mean, really. Adorable. Talk about lazy. I don't know why. Why should we go use our own bodies to walk down there and pick up our lunch or pizza? We'll have the robot do it. Only $100 to deliver 3 blocks. Ooh.
You're right. We really do know what lazy is.
Yeah, I'm glad he said we. Am tootin' pops.
Yeah, right. I should be out there turning 2 at 86.
Oh, no. You've done your job. You paid your taxes. Continue to pay your taxes. You're a good American.
That's right. I got to pay for people like you. Well, believe me, I do in spades.
Thank you, Daddy, for a meal I'm about to receive today.